Hi friends, today we're going to make a pulley, which is more of an engineering activity than a science activity, but it's really easy to do. So, a pulley moves heavy things from one place to another, or it can move a bunch of things at one time that are kind of bulky and awkward. So let me show you what we're going to need for today's project. Okay friends, so these are the materials that we'll need today to make our pulley. So we'll need some cardboard, some tape, some scissors, a pencil, something to make a basket out of. You can use a yogurt container. I'm just using some baking cups today. Some twine or some yarn. The paper towel rolls. A spool. This one is a cardboard spool that used to have ribbon on it. And I'll show you something extra that we can do at the end to make it even more fun. Okay friends, so this is how you set up the top of the pulley. So we have our wheel, and I've taken some masking tape and I've put it around there to make it nice and tight, because we want it nice and tight on the pencil. We don't want it to spin around. And I've cut some grooves into the paper towel rolls to help hold the pencil in place. And I've tied the string, as you can see, around the spool so that we can move it back and forth, okay? And then you're going to use that to slowly pull up. You see how it pulls up? And then the basket moves away from the ground and up towards the pulley. And the groove here is made by the spool, so that's what keeps our rope from falling off, is that we have the groove there so that it doesn't fall off. So friends, the working principle of a pulley is that one end of the rope pulls downwards, and this is a simple pulley, so that's what it does, and the other pulls up. So the direction of the forces change from downwards to upwards. You see how we're pulling up the Legos? We're going to take some of our dice, and we're going to fill up our little basket. Okay, whoops. It might tip over, but that's okay. You can just put it back up. Actually, the surprise that I have at the end is making it a little wobbly, but that's okay. It's going to add to the fun. So, we filled up our basket with our dice. And holding all these at once, sometimes they fall out of your hand because they're just so little and tiny. But we could use our pulley. What we're going to do is we're going to take the string on the other side and we're going to pull up. And then you can see that the basket is moving up. Do you see it's floating? It's not on the bottom anymore. That's pretty cool, huh? And then you can move them and you can put them into a bowl or your dump truck and move them to another place. Or I've set this one kind of up like a crane because we'll dump this out for a second so I can show you. Taken my Legos, friends, and I've put my Lego wheels on the bottom. You see my Lego wheels? And I've taped them to the bottom of the cardboard so that my pulley, I'll put that right back up, can move where I want it to go. So let's say I want it to go to the other end of the table, way over there. I just moved it from the front of the table, and then I can pull it back again. And I can use the whole table as part of my play. I could put up a construction site and I could have the crane there and it could move my Legos from one space to another if I'm building with Legos or building with blocks. And it's a really fun activity. So friends, you might be asking yourself, what makes a pulley so special? Because you could just pick the stuff up, right? What makes a pulley special is it gives you a mechanical advantage, because the energy that you're putting in to move the product is the same as the energy that's being put out. So you're not having to use your muscles so much, and it makes it easier. So, like I said, pulleys are used in real life to move water. A crane uses pulleys to move lumber on construction sites or heavy metal beams. And this is something that you can play with at home and move your toys at home. Maybe you could make a bigger one with mommy or daddy's help. That's a little more sturdy, and you could use it to move your toys around a little bit. Anyways, thank you for coming to my engineering project today. I'm really glad that I could share it with you, and I hope you have an awesome day. Bye-bye.